Joe, what you doing out here today?
I came with my friends to experience this rollerblading phenomenon.
So what do you think so far?
Well, I'm very intrigued by it.
You got an intrigue
anymore?
You got an intriguing look yourself, bro. Keep it cool, right?
All right, man. Thank you.
Right on, brother. Yeah.
This summer, the original aggressive skate tour, the National Inline Skate Series, it's grinding its way to a city near you. Stop number 2, we're in Virginia Beach for the National Tour. We're leading our way across the country for aggressive skaters to come rip up the ramps. Whether you're a street skater or a half-pipe skater, the NISS Tour is your ticket to an awesome summer. Welcome back here to Virginia Beach, stop number 2 of the National Inline Skate Series presented by Gatorade. After 100 street skaters came out and ripped it up, we have the 8th best left, Ryan Smith, Rick Stark with you here. Calvin Sales going against Chuck Zwilling in this round, and this matchup should be a good one. 2 skaters from New York City. Of course, Calvin won the New York contest last season and has experience out on the course, and we'll see if that prevails against Chuck Zwilling. Welcome back here to the street course of the National Inline Skate Series presented by Gatorade. We're moving through the quarterfinals. It's Jeff Laretto versus Jake Elliott. Winner goes on to the Final Four. 2 newcomers to the tour, but 2 fabulous skaters. And Jeff Laretto, Ryan, this guy is what this is all about.
Right off the bat, you see him going backslide to drop soul. This kid is absolutely amazing. He came out, I watched him warm up, see he's really, really good. They're going so, he's at the backside on the quarter pipe, coming back, he charges these rails. Jumping up, yeah, blind side, 270 to Royale, drop acid. This kid is on fire. Heading up on the ball box, he's just charging everything. Going up, shift to Royale, switch stance. Little 360. Heading up the quarter pipe, getting set for another trick. He's charging the whole course, Rick.
He's having a great run thus far as he drops back down the launch box, headed to a quarter pipe for a little more speed. Jeff Laretto making a name for himself in the first stop in his first competition here at the NISS Tour in Virginia Beach.
And goes Unity all the way through the kink. He's doing all the technical tricks, and he hasn't fallen once. He is having a solid run. This guy is going to be one to beat.
And each year the NISS Tour finds the new stars in the sport. In 94 was Matt Mance, 95 Randy Roadhouse Spicer, and 96 could be the year of Jeff Laretto as he comes off with a very impressive run.
Wow, you know, taking a look back here, he goes backslide, the drop sole through the kink. That is so technical. The only problem is that he didn't launch very much, and that's going to hurt his score a little bit, but what an amazing run. But coming up next, man, Jake Elliott is another solid performer. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
With his work cut out for him, Jake Elliott dropping in, skating for Team Paradise.
Coming off with a huge rocket launch, heading up for the quarter pipe. Jake's a real technical skater. We're going to look for a lot of footwork. Sitting up on the ever so playful death rail. A nice unity grind all the way down to the end. Jake looked like he wanted a variation that, but pulled it off clean anyways. Heading up, launching. Oh, and a big 540 goes down, but that was a gutsy move by Jake Elliott.
Very creative, but Jake fell in the end. Nonetheless, a very good trick. Here he comes again, Brian, spinning off the launch box.
He's pulling a 540 off, going fakie, up to a 270 to topside acid. Another very technical trick.
Jake hustling back down the street course, knows he needs a couple more. Jeff had a solid run.
There's another half-cap topside acid. Jake looking, he's saying one more. I got one more trick. Oh, and he tries the Royale up the curve rail, smashes his ribs. That's going to hurt in the morning. Taking a look back, there's that nice rocket launch. Stretched way out. Jake getting nice airtime on this.
And the scores are in, and Jeff Laretto takes it 250 to 172. He'll move on to the Final Four to face Rawlinson Rivera. And things are heating up in Virginia Beach. We have the 4 top skaters left. Earlier, Brian Smith was able to leave the NISS Tour contest site and sample the local territory and checking out the best rail in Virginia Beach with some of the local skaters. All right, Calvin Sales to the scoreboard we go, and he takes it 176-144. He'll move on to face the winner of this matchup, semifinal number 2, Jeff Laretto versus Rawlinson Rivera. Young Jeff Laretto, 17 years old. He's local, dropping in first.
Jeff, who awed the crowds with his first couple runs. Oh, he goes backslide, jump sole, gets hung up on the kink and falls. We'll see how he handles the rest of his run. You were talking about earlier, how does a skater come back after a fall? We'll see how Jeff here handles it. He's heading up that death rail again. Going 270 shift to Royale and comes off a little bit early. Not as good as his last one, so not doing as well as he did in his last run, but still doing really technical stuff and charging. There was 270 to sole.
Hands on. Excuse me, Brian, his hands touch the ground off that trick, and as you know, you pointed out many times, when your hands go down, points come off.
That's right. Jeff end up going far side sole, rewound off. So that's a hard trick, and to him it's like, let me just do a far side sole, because he's so technical. Shaking his head there, he doesn't know what to do. He's getting kind of lost. Maybe it did buckle him. He goes down with a switch stance shift to Royale, and that's going to be time. Wow, this guy, if you're looking, could have took all the way, but I don't know.
It's going to be tough. Jeff Laretto coming in, already earning a nickname. They're calling him Kazoo from the Flintstones.
Kazoo. Woohoo, Kazoo. Now, Rawlinson still has to hit a good run because Jeff did pull off some good tricks.
Speaking of nickname, Double R likes to call himself Rolls Royce. We'll see right here what he can do in his final 4 run.
And he falls down in a misty flip again. Can't quite seem to get his feet on the ground today. So he's going to have a perfect run from here on out if he wants to take it. Setting up. And he goes Unity all the way down the rail in a perfect landing. Rawlinson doing okay so far. Having a little trouble getting up the quarter pipe.
It's not as easy as it looks when you're tired to push yourself up there. Got about 30 seconds left in his run as he drops back in. Lots of time for plenty more tricks.
There goes a nice Machio grind across the top of the borrow box. Grabbing that 1 foot. The judges love when you do things on 1 feet. Setting up. What's he looking for? Heading up on the death row one more time. Going up with a nice backslide all the way down. That could put him ahead.
Rawlinson Rivera skating for Hyper Wheels, having a solid run. He hasn't fallen like Jeff. Hit the ground twice. And it looks like Rawlinson might have had enough in the tank to get by. We'll have to see.
Yeah, his last couple of tricks were really technical and really good. And that's going to be the difference, I think, to put him ahead. There's a nice Unity grind down the death rail coming off. Perfect landing, executing it nicely.
And to the scoreboard we go. Rawlinson wins it 208 to 197. He'll advance to the finals to face Calvin Sales.